There's some very important news.
It's very, very important news that part of our audience, probably, I'm not sure what the percentage is of furries, but Ian McKellen has something to say about the horror movie that we're all going to see in December, the Cats musical adaptation.
Yes.
That was good.
Is it every time we say
Cody.
cats? Okay. So the Cats movie.
That's how we're going to take our calls today, Cody.
Yeah, the Cats movie, thank you, is coming out the same weekend, speaking of Star Wars, as The Rise of Skywalker.
Oof.
Okay?
I want to see both. I'm going to see Cats. You
I'm
guys.
going to see Cats, too.
I'm very excited to see
You
this
have to.
ridiculous-looking
You
movie.
have
I
to.
cannot wait.
I think everybody needs to smoke a gigantic bowl. And
If you're
walk
of
it.
age, yes.
If you're of age.
Yes, yes.
I probably won't get to do the junket, but if I did the junket, I would wear a cat outfit the whole time interviewing people.
You should do the junket.
That would be fun.
Would you really? Would you dress like
Of course.
full makeup Cats musical?
Yes.
Okay, we need to do this.
I would love to do it.
Okay.
The greatest thing.
I would
Cats.
love to do it.
Okay. As Mr. Mistopheles, or who would you dress as?
Yeah,
What's
what
a Spanish cat? El gato.
El Gato Volador. Remember that song?
I love the Cody. Even in Spanish, he does it.
Oh my
El gato.
Wait, are you a fan?
Perfect.
Are you a fan of musicals, John?
Of course, I love musicals.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a new book that came out.
Well,
That-
I mean, Greatest Showman. I don't know. If
I
it
know.
Really counts,
Well,
but-
and that's what I think is a smart. We could battle all day if you want. But that's why it's smart to drop this here. I think because I think what happened a couple of years, when Jumanji a couple of years ago,
Yeah,
and then
Last
Greatest
Jedi.
Showman, both those like drop it in December, went on to make all this money. So they think there's this audience for these movies at this time that will make some money for them. So I think it's smart with Les Mis. I think it's smart with Cats to drop it this time. I think it's interesting to see how people are going to react to it. And already from the trailer was a social media sensation. Whether they wanted that to happen or not, I think it gets people now going like, I got to see what this is all about. So I
Right.
think it's smart as hell. It's good counter programming to Star Wars. And, who doesn't want to see Cats?
Alex, did
Singing.
you just look up gigantic bowl on
I
Google
did.
search for Roka when he's at the junket?
No, they said we're gonna smoke a gigantic bowl.
Oh.
So
We just
Who
looked
said
into
that?
it.
Oh,
For you.
fair
just
enough.
gotta-
Some nice bowls.
Mark
Gotta
did.
research.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
said
true.
gigantic bowl. Also, I am very much enjoying the Twitter mentions right now that are taking the image of Ian McKellen as a cat and just going close up on that.
Because it's so good.
Because it's so
So
good.
what did Ian McKellen have
So
to say, Mark?
this is the thing. When that thing dropped, everybody went, "What the hell am I looking at right now?" It really was this weird thing. So he did talk about what is behind the CGI and why they did this and how it's going to affect the movie and all this. But he
Right.
said the stage show Cats was not about a lot of people being convincing as cats, but it was about human beings discovering their cat-like nature. And it was hugely successful. So he's speaking with an Entertainment Tonight like this, and they ask him like, "Yeah, people really didn't like the CGI on the cats because of that thing." And so this is what he said. And then he continued saying, when it was now being done in film, the temptation, I think, must have been to turn those actors into cats, like Lion King, and make them look like real cats.
Cody's finger
I was
broke.
trying to find the Lion King one for that.
Okay. But they're not real cats. Oh man, we're way off. They're
It's the rock star that Cody drank.
This is where we get interesting. There are people playing cats, and that is the notion of the film. And it's been done very wittingly, I think, and particularly the dancers. To see a young person discovering the cat in them, your jaw just drops with delight. Dame Judy and I, and James Corden, and all the rest, Taylor Swift, we're all busy doing our version of Cats.
So we're supposed to go watch this movie and find our inner cat. I'm not mad about that.
Yes.
I'll go dressed as a
That's
cat
the
too.
whole point. But
And to be fair, CG is not ever completed usually when they show a trailer. It might look better. It's just that the design looks really freaky and weird. Like it looks like it should have been renamed to furries instead of
yes,
cats.
I mean she's dancing on a gigantic table with like salt and pepper shakers that are bigger than her head, and I'm like,
I appreciate you wanting to defend this. I appreciate you wanting to defend
Yeah,
this.
listen, I know you're a cat inside and out.
I do love cats.
If you're going to release a trailer like this, you want to make sure the CG is finished because musicals already have an uphill battle at the box office.
Right.
The last thing you want to, and this is a legendary musical,
Yes.
so the last thing you want to do is come out with a CG that's going to be made fun of. I appreciate that Ian McKellen, who I saw when I was in London doing his one-man show recently, wants to say this stuff, but I will say to you, this sounds to me like, come see our 2-hour acting class when we stand around, having been an actor and having been in those classes, where we imitate being a cat for 2 hours.
Do a cat right now. Do it.
I don't know if I can.
No.
Do a cat on catnip. Go.
Jeez. You will never see me do that. I'm a dog person, and thank you. Yeah, see you later, everybody. That's quite a lot.